everybody. Welcome to Whose Life Is It Anyway? This is a very real podcast, all about a fake podcast where someone's life story is about to be made up right here, right now, on the spot. And of course, I don't do these things alone. Joining me, who's making stuff up this week? It's Bridjet, Mendy, and Terrance, the God Show Davis.
What's up, everyone? That was great.
Perfect, yeah.
I'm so happy you guys are here.
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
We'll see who's happy to be here at the end because someone is going to score more points than someone else, maybe, potentially.
There's one thing that I'm used to is not scoring. You know,
that's okay. That's fair. Although you are a seasoned vet of this show.
This is true.
Bridjet, this is your first time.
Don't worry, I'm only shooting threes tonight.
all right.
Let's jump into this thing. First, I've got to assign you guys your roles, and I've got to establish the theme of this week's episode. So here's what we're going to do. Bridjet, this is officially going to be your podcast. So you're hosting.
Okay.
Terrance, that means you are the guest.
All right.
Now, specifically, Bridjet, you have a Smurfs fandom podcast. So you love blue creatures.
Okay.
And that works because Terrance, you are someone who formerly entered and lived in the Avatar world, and you're back to share your story of what life there was like.
Oh, okay.
All right? So we're very blue this episode.
Okay.
Man.
And
So-
I kind of hope that either one or none of you have seen Avatar because it'll make this all the better. Do we feel ready?
I think I'm ready.
Not at all, but you know, we have a timeline that we have to stick with.
Yes, we do. Once I hit this clock, 20 minutes begins to rack up, and we see what happens during that time. Well, here we
Let's do
go.
it.
Time to make stuff up in 3, 2, 1. Bridjet, take it away.
Well, welcome to my podcast, Kelly. My name is Morgan Stanley, and I am so happy to have you on my podcast. Blue Balls has not had a great guest in quite some time, and I just want to toss my ball on over to you. And I hear you've got some great things in store here in the Smurf world. We're doing a little different shade of blue today, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh. Extremely excited to be here. You know, I was sitting at home. I was feeling quite blue. You know, and then I got the phone call that you wanted me to be here. I'm ecstatic. I'm over the moon.
Oh, and we're so happy to have you here. And, you know, my producers told me that you have quite an interesting life.
Oh, yeah.
I am usually just stuck inside my troll hole collecting all of my Smurf collectibles and little figurines ever since my husband left many years ago. But the Smurfs sustain, so I would love to hear your story.
Sure. That's a shame. I know we're coming up on the 25th anniversary of your husband leaving you.
Yeah. Thank you for RSVPing to my party as well.
Yeah. Well, look, there's no place I'd rather be.
Thank you. You're the only one that said that.
Yeah. Well, look, I had the opportunity. You know, I was able to go as an avatar. I was able to go deep cover in a world that I didn't expect to ever be in. It was phenomenal.
Oh my God! What was it like being so blue?
Well, it was the blue was secondary, but being in 3D, that's the thing that blew me and everyone else away.
God! I cannot imagine being 3D. What a concept! Wow, learning so much.
It's a concept, believe it or not, that fizzled out pretty quickly. But while we were in there, it was fantastic.
Pause. We're going to add a little bit of a theme here early on. This is now a horror story about your time in the Avatar world. And continue.
Well, I heard that there was some turmoil over there as well.
It was. Things weren't as beautiful as you might think. You know, I was waking up at just being a black avatar. I knew that I was going to die very early on.
I thought you said you were blue.
well, a little bit of both. You know, it's black and blue.
Okay. Identity crisis inside there. I see a bit.
Yeah, waking up every day, didn't know when my next moment was going to be my last. You know.
Oh God.
I thought it would be exciting to soar and ride on the backs of some sort of I don't know, dinosaur, bird, pterodactyl things that are blue. You know. But I knew that my end was coming soon.
Oh my gosh, that must have been terrifying. What were you going to do? How would you pay your bills?
Before we answer that question, Let's stay in this horror theme we have, but we're also going to add in the alphabet game, where you must begin each of your next sentence with the next chronological letter in the alphabet. Terrance, you just got asked the question, so you'll take this one away. We're going to start with the letter B.
Boy, I don't remember what that question was.
Call back real quick. So, how is it that you found yourself in this situation? It must have been horrific.
Damn sure terrifying. You know, when I first got high in the air, I knew that my drop was going to be quite quick. I felt I was going to fall off the damn thing.
Everybody tells me that once you do get that high, and then the drop is really the biggest part, and that's kind of where you kind of found yourself in there. Wow.
Yeah, falling is where I found myself. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You're going down, 90, 100 miles an hour into one of these deep cavernous caves. Like, it was a cavernous cave is what I found myself falling into. You know?
Gotta have a parachute for those times. Gotta have a parachute. Could be anything. Could be a blanket. Could be a fellow Smurfette. I've ridden on the wings of her many a times.
Hell is what it was, all right? I mean, it was life and hell. I landed in the water, all right? I'm a black guy. I can't swim, all right? I thought that if I took over these Avatar, I was going to know how to swim, at least the Avatar was. I sunk like a rock.
I find myself sinking like a rock quite often, especially when my husband and I's divorce comes up every year, and that anniversary is hard to face. So I recognize that in you as well.
Yeah, Jim was a good man, and I understand why he left. You know, he
Change.
James was a good man. I sure understand why he left.
Yeah, it could have been to many things. I mean, I refused to let the Smurfs out of the pillowcases when we went to sleep because I needed them to be the first thing that I said good morning to instead of him, and that might have been hard to swallow for about 25 years, I see.
Yeah. Look, I'm sure he regrets it. You know, I've spoken to him. This is the first time that I've mentioned this to you, but I've spoken to him privately a few times.
Pause. I'm going to use a host power. That just gave me a great idea. James, your former husband?
Yes.
Well, Terrance, you met him in the Avatar world.
Yeah.
And continue.
Yeah. That was the biggest surprise of my time there in the Avatar world. I thought I was just coming in, and I saw a guy who was in a hut. You know, he was laid up with some beautiful woman with a nice spiky tail, you know.
Oh.
Change. A nice what?
A nice blue ass.
Oh, I did not realize that that's where he had traveled. He told me he went to Indiana.
It was in Indiana. I think James, I saw him there. He started a new family.
Oh, is he happy or is he miserable?
You know, I've never seen anyone happier than James there.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
well, good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. I have no harboring sense of resentment at all. I actually enjoy that for him. It's actually kind of good to hear. Tell him I'm doing so good. I'm defaulting on my student loans, but I'm doing amazing.
Pause. Alphabet game ended a while ago, I think, by the way, so I awarded the points accordingly. I'm going to use another host power here. In this moment, we're going to go ahead and switch our roles.
Okay.
That means you, Bridjet, were the one that went to the Avatar world. That's where you were. Terrance, this means it's your podcast. And continue the story as we were.
Yes. When you were spending time in Madori, I think that's the name of this place. If not, that's the name of a liquor, I believe, perhaps, or something.
It is
but
now.
Your time there in Madori, I know that there was a great loss that you suffered there.
Yes. So on this planet, they do have a casino, and I did take my life savings with me because my insurance wasn't going to cover everything when it came to my actual body.
Yeah.
So I did take that money, and I went to the casino there. Casinos there are a little bit different. They actually want you to leave. But they want you to leave the money. So I played a few games. I lost everything. I lost everything. I'm pretty sure I lost rights to my own body. So it took me a while to build that back up.
I see.
Yes, I did find a few other people to scam while I was there, and that was probably the biggest source of income for me. Surprisingly, did you know that they have Cutco on that planet?
Change.
Surprisingly, did you know that they have Pampered Chef up there?
Oh, wow.
Change.
Interestingly enough, they sell Teslas on this planet.
Why, my goodness.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yes.
I was not aware of that,
You import a few Cybertrucks and everyone goes crazy. So I made my money back tenfold, actually.
That's tremendous.
I not only claimed my own body, I was actually able to claim someone else's body as well. So science is very easily accessible if you are rich.
I see. You don't.
Change. Or no, sorry. Pause. This seems as good a time as any. We're going to go ahead and play If You Know What I Mean. Bridget, kick us off.
There is a war starting. You're aware of this, if you know what I mean.
I certainly am all blue in the face about this war, if you know what I mean.
So on this planet, it's about to be us versus them, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Do you
That's a point for Bridget. Straight up point for Bridget.
do you care about the rainforest? If you know what I mean.
It's very soggy, right? I'm a huge fan of the dry heat, if you know what I mean.
Arizona is not the rainforest, if you know what I mean.
We can end if you know what I mean, but we are going to move in directly to number of words. I'm going to assign you each a specific number of words you can continue speaking in. Bridget, you're going to get 3.
Ooh, okay, perfect number.
Terrance, you're going to get 4.
I'll get 4, all right.
And Terrance, kick us off.
Maybe you'll tell all.
I'm broke again.
Reasonable considering the circumstances.
I'm outside Earth.
We're all outside Earth.
I'm outside IRS.
Have they come?
They have collected.
That's technically a win for Bridget. You did 3 words instead of 4. Bridget, you're racking up the points right now.
Hell yeah.
Getting blown out. I'm getting blown out.
Let's go ahead and continue the conversation as we were. Let's dive more into what the experience was like now for Bridget.
Okay.
Really in this Madora, what was it?
Madora.
The Avatar world that we're all very familiar with, for sure.
As switched roles or as the host?
As the switch roles.
As the switch
so
roles.
Bridget, you were the one that was there. Terrance, you're still hosting.
Okay. What the fans want to know, what did you eat while you were there in Madora?
Madora is full of so many natural resources, and you can find them at your local Costco as well there. Not only do they have free natural gas, but they also have free samples there too. So it carries over from one Earth to a different.
So there's like a jungle gyms there in Madora?
No, it's very Costco heavy. It's very much a dictatorship there. Costco is actually the parliament in Madora.
I see.
And we welcomed that, and the board decided on that. And everyone is an executive club member, which is kind of a perk.
I imagine that's got to be incredible. That's got to be incredible. Those fees that you pay yearly, not taxes, but just actual membership fees.
Oh, we don't pay taxes on this on Madora. It's not something we look upon. It's actually seen as less than and subhuman. So
Pause. I want you to each pick your best impression because we're playing impressions only. And go.
Well, I'm glad that I'm here to interview you as Batman. Here, calling from Gotham Radio.
Oh yeah.
How similar is Madora to Gotham City, would you say, Brittany?
Oh yeah. It's pretty similar in the fact that no matter wherever I go, I am always holding my Costco membership.
Yeah, I understand. Well, it's nothing to joke around with when you're talking about Costco membership,
No, it's made me stronger.
Last time I was at Costco, I saw these two little kids shoplifting. I broke all of their bones. That little kid is going to pee out of his ear for the next 6 months.
Oops.
I've done it again.
Oh my God. What an incredible story.
I want to get to end our impressions there. That was incredible. And while we're paused, we're going to introduce the game I Have a Secret. So I'm going to give one of you a very deep secret written on this piece of paper.
Okay.
And you know what? Bridjet, since you're in the Avatar world, you've had a lot of experience.
More than most.
Yeah.
So it's time for you to reveal a big secret that deals with your time there. And continue.
I've been struggling a lot with a lot of feelings about being on Madora, you know, whether or not I want to go back home, whether or not I want to actually pay taxes. It's kind of a sickening thing in the back of my mind. But more importantly, there's a body in the trunk of my car, and you're never going to believe who it is.
Oh, no. A body in the trunk?
Yeah. I'm announcing this on radio. I'm sorry. At least it's just Sirius XM, so no one's listening.
I fear that I know who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Join me, my accomplice, please.
Should we say it together?
We should, absolutely.
I think that it is the
the only
ex-husband, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, and it's.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of it, but I am happy.
Yeah.
Change.
I'm not proud of it, but I did post it on Instagram.
Yeah, I saw this coming.
On my story.
I did. I did.
Yeah.
With it being on your Snapchat,
I have it streamed on all channels.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. Being one of the few people that still uses Snapchat, it was devastating to see Jim beaten black and blue.
Blue is my favorite color, so it really wasn't even a question of how, but when.
Yeah.
And I felt saw it coming at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to pause us and introduce the game Whose Line here.
Ooh.
I'm going to give you each 2 secret lines on these pieces of paper that you must implement into the conversation in the remaining few minutes we have here. And continue.
I was just curious here. I know that this is a very deep dive, and I was curious if I could maybe get the black and blue pun entered at least the 3rd time that I've got it in here. Do you think that will work for us?
Oh, absolutely. And there's so much to say, whether it was the loving embrace of my ex-husband to the fact that he was found in the trunk of a car that I did express on this podcast.
Yeah.
Or it could have been, his favorite meal, chicken cordon black and blue.
Ooh, yeah.
I am not a good cook. I fried the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And the inside was blue.
I see.
Yes.
Since we're talking about his last few years here, can you tell me what were his last words here in Madora?
Absolutely. He said what he had told me every night of our marriage, and that was, "I'm so drunk right now."
Ooh.
Yeah.
That seems like something Jim would say. It's such a Jim thing to hear.
It is. It is.
Jim and I, we spent a little bit of time together.
Oh, yes.
Obviously the 25 years, my good friend, they were married for a long time. And one time while laying next to me, he wept. He was expressing his marital life, and he looked me in the eye and he said, "I heard JFK's head actually did that."
What a rascal! What a rascal! He was voted class clown. During his grade school years, and what's so funny? There's actually a tagline after that.
Okay.
So he had told me specifically after he had told that to you.
Okay.
He had said, "If you're nice, I'll let you touch it."
Oh. That's coincidentally,
Mm-hmm.
he said that to me a few times. I'm starting to realize why that marriage didn't last as long as I had, would have thought.
And
pause. We're going to keep playing, but I want you to each pick an accent and go.
I believe that he was honestly responsible for the assassination of JFK Jr.
Well, here on NAACPP radio, there's a slogan, right? We got a catchphrase. I think this is a Southern Obama, perhaps, is what I'm doing here. A little bit of one on one hand, on the other, but the same here. All of the broadcasters say here is they say, "I have a pigeon in my pocket, and I need you to follow me right now."
Pigeon is a euphemism for what?
Yeah, I'd certainly.
No, what is it a euphemism for?
Well, it's a euphemism, and that stands for an idea. You know what I mean?
Change.
It stands for a fiery death. Okay, it comes from the origin. It's a Irish origin. A pigeon is a fiery death that's coming amongst the people.
May I make a bold statement?
Please make a bold statement.
You heard it here first on Sirius XM Radio.
Oh.
He was responsible for the assassination of JFK. This is the conclusion. This is your alibi.
This is amazing. This is not the Jim that I've known. I've learned so much about Jim. In fact, I've learned more about Jim than your life in the little blue land. Medora is what we apparently are calling it.
Exactement, and this is the type of discoveries we are making in the podcast world.
Yeah. This is.
That is officially our time. The podcast has come to I'll say a very confusing end. I don't even remember who was who at the end of that.
You know what?
We switched at one point. I can't remember if we switched back or not.
I think we did. Just a little bit of a switcheroo.
It was a little bit of both.
I didn't really. So, as a huge Avatar fan, and as I know many of the listeners and viewers of this show at home are, we really learned a lot about Madori.
Yeah.
The Avatar world.
We did.
Here on this Smurfs podcast.
I learned a lot about it today here also. I remember going to the movie, Avatar, and that's all I remember is actually just going to the movie,
Oh yeah. That's not really what happened. You got the flying dinosaur part right. I think that was a thing that happened. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, that was good.
Do you remember the name of the planet?
No, I would have probably.
Okay, I don't either. I don't either. I was hoping one of you knew.
Nope. That's why earlier I was like, "Yep, I have no clue what the name of this place is."
All I know is that this podcast woman had a fruitful life full of Smurf figurines and a husband who killed JFK.
Great.
So
that's great. I learned a lot.
We really took some left turns there.
Very informative here.
Bridget, in your best Britney Spears impression, I will give you 1 extra point after the game if you sing the Avatar theme song as Britney Spears.
Yeah.
There's an Avatar theme song?
There's about to be.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, an Avatar is the world where we live, connecting my hair to the ancient rainforest. Makes me stronger than yesterday.
That was incredible. You got yourself an extra point.
Yes.
Let me tell you. And speaking of points,
anything for a point.
Yeah.
The points, they do matter on this show.
Oh, they do.
Okay.
So now it's time to pull out this super official scoreboard I have.
Let's look at the score.
Because I have been keeping track.
Okay. All right.
Bridget.
Yes.
That little extra there at the end really brought it home for you.
Yeah.
You have 6 points.
Let's go.
Got 6.
But Terrance,
Yeah.
you might have learned how to navigate a lot more than just this game in your ventures to Madori.
Sure.
The lovely Smurf Avatar world.
Absolutely. I travel there frequently.
Yes. Terrance, throughout this quest, you gathered 4 points. That means the victor of this episode that takes it home gets her very own Smurfs figurine to add to the collection. The winner of this episode, Bridget, you got it. You did it. Your debut here on Whose Life.
So much fun.
All the way to Madori and back with a victory.
Just a quick flight, a little 12-hour shift,
Yeah.
we're good.
Is there any sort of victory speech you would like to share with your opponent, Terrance,
Yeah.
or the wonderful folks at home?
Please share it to me. I'm a loser.
I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank every podcaster out there for letting me do this and share my talent. And more importantly, I'd like to thank the creator of Smurfs. You are not remembered, but also not forgotten. I cannot remember your name.
Joe Smurf.
Joe Smurf. Thank
Yep.
you so much,
Yeah.
Joe.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Avatar wouldn't have been created if it weren't for the Smurfs.
Oh, really?
Everyone knows that connection.
Absolutely.
Okay.
For sure.
It would have never
100%,
happened.
100%.
It would never happened.
I see that through line now.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. You see the blue line.
Oh, I do see the blue line. Bazinga.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Well, before things get even more blue here, I think it's time to wrap it up. Terrance, where can people find you around the internet if you do want them to?
If you're looking for me on the internet, you can find me probably here somewhere on the bottom
He's got it.
line here. You can find me right here at
Yep.
The God Show. You'll find me there. You can find Bridjet here also.
Right there. It's on
you'll
theinternet.com.
find her. And then, like in the middle here, you can find where Ross in this podcast is going to
It's
be.
me.
And I think it's going to be in this corner too.
Yep.
Also.
Yep.
Or maybe this corner.
Yep.
It's gonna be,
Terrance knows.
Yeah. that's
Terrance
her.
knows the
So,
layout of the
yeah,
visual
yeah,
identity of
yeah.
this show.
Well, I love it. You can
And
find me
folks-
at BJ Mendy. Did you say yours?
Yeah.
At
He
He
Terrance
said
the
yours
God Show?
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's right there.
It's right here.
See, it's
It's
right
right
there.
here. It's right
That's
there.
so crazy.
It's right
Guys, this was a wonderful, wonderful time.
Yeah.
And I ask one final thing of you.
Sure.
Sure.
I always, for some reason, need help telling the folks goodbye as I wrap up the show
Sure,
here. So I
sure.
would love to play a game together.
Sure.
And I would love for us
Absolutely.
to form our goodbye one word at a time. And I'll kick us off, okay? We'll go this way.
Sure.
Okay.
Hola
Me
Gusta
es
poco
podcast.
and
my
Gracias.
Avatar
Duolingo
Arjo.
e Roja
cabeza.
Taquito.
Go get a taquito for 20% off using the code Who's Life Pod. Follow it at Who's Life Pod. I have no idea what we just said there at the end, but that was another episode.